The fountains are dry at the J. Paul Getty Museum in Los Angeles, part of a statewide effort to save water. Californians are restricted in their outdoor watering, and those who defy the rules are subject to fines. Los Angeles residents recently got an update from the head of the regional water agency, and Shri Shankar, who was in the audience, is worried.
We've been doing things a certain way for over 100 years, but everything has changed. We have climate change, we have these unprecedented droughts.
The third consecutive year of drought has left some reservoirs at near record low levels, and the springtime snowpack, the source of much of the state's water, at just 20% of normal. Prices for California farm produce are rising, and farmers in the state's usually fertile Central Valley are letting fields lie fallow. Dana Roddenberry grows pistachios, almonds, garlic, wine grapes, and other crops near Fresno, California. He relies on groundwater, which he pumps himself, since his allocation from the state's water system has been reduced to zero.
I can't, as an operation, park 30%, maybe have to park 50% next year, and still be financially viable for me, for the employees who've been with us for plus 20 years, for the communities that are around this area.
He says the impact is devastating. Farmers blame conservation efforts in the Sacramento River Delta for diverting water away from their farms. Policy analyst Doug Parker of the University of California says the water system has failed to keep up with the state's needs. He says the California climate is becoming more variable and its water sources less stable.
What we do know from the climate change data is that we're going to get more droughts, and we're also going to have more flood-type years as well. So we need to be able to build a system and have a system that adapts to that variability in water.
A few communities are now relying on emergency water supplies. California voters will be asked in November to pay for improvements to the water infrastructure through a $7 billion bond measure. Critics say the proposal is too expensive and would not solve the problem. Jeffrey Keitlinger of the Metropolitan Water District of Southern California supports it and says his region and the rest of the state need to be smarter with water.
In the long run, local supplies, cleaning up our groundwater, recycling water, reclaiming water, that's the key to making Southern California sustainable.
Others say that California needs a comprehensive revamping of its water system that takes account of the growing need for water. Mike O'Sullivan, VOA News, Los Angeles.